Hello and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new here. Today I've got this Rooting for You die set from Spellbinders that I want to play around with, and I really love this idea of having the vegetables in the ground like this, but I'm going to do some ink blending to make it even better. Now these are stitching dies, so there's little areas in here if you want it to come in with some string and stitch this, but I think I'm just going to cut these out and use these like regular dies. So they have the stitching pattern here, and then they have the bigger one that you can cut it out, but you can also use that as just a regular die. So let's just get into today's card. So I've gone ahead and cut the carrot out. Now you can see the inside of these is where you would cut for your stitching, and it would have all your little holes, and that's where you would stitch through. But I've just gone ahead and cut the outside areas here. So this is for the onion, this is for the beet, or is that a radish? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this a beet or a radish? I guess that one's a bigger picture there. I'm not really sure. And then we've got the onion stems here. We've got this little cute sign. We've got some leaves for the carrots here. This is the little bottom for the onion. We've got some leaves for our beet. I'm going to call that a beet, I think. And then we've got the little inner parts for the beet here. And then this is a bottom area for the ground. So I do have a little piece of craft cardstock here. And I'm going to use this just to cut off an edge, but we're going to get our vegetables ready first, and then we'll kind of know where we want to place them on the card. But those are all of the things there. So I'm going to go ahead and ink blend a few things. Now, because I want my vegetables to look like they are in the ground, I'm going to go ahead and take gathered twigs here. I don't think this is going to be too dark. I could also take vintage photo, but I think this is going to be too warm. Let's try vintage photo first, maybe, and just see. I'm going to grab a little brown brush here, and I'm just going to tap this off on the side. That actually might go nicely with the carrot, but I want it to be, let me grab, I'm just going to grab a little tool here on the side just to kind of hold this down, but I want it to have like a little bit of a dirty look on it, so I'm not trying to blend this perfectly around the edges. I'm going to try a little bit of this gathered twigs and just see. Oh, that is dark, but you can see I'm just kind of like pouncing this on the sides, but I don't want to go all the way up because I want sort of the top part of the carrot here to be sticking out of the ground. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this to all the edges of my vegetables. Now I'm going to come in with Rustic Wilderness, and I'm going to shade the leaves here. I'm not going to put any dirt on the leaves or up here because that stuff's all going to be out of the ground. But I just want to get a little bit of shading in here. Mostly I'm going to focus it in the center area and kind of blend it out towards the edges so it's a little darker right in the middle. And I'm going to come in with Black Soot just to color up these ones because they are a very dark green, and I don't really have a green that's dark that's not going to go on the blue side. But if I just do this lightly, this will give me the look, and I'm going to sort of like stick to the middle and then feather this out, and I just need a small amount. And I'm not doing a whole lot because these areas are going to like be in here, so I just want a little bit of a shadow. I'm going to come in with some of the carved pumpkin just to shade the top of the carrot here. Just to give it a little bit more, and maybe I'll just even put a little bit of this kind of throughout there. Okay, I'm going to take some of my mowed lawn and I'm going to kind of fade this up a little bit because if you look at a green onion, we've still got some white up here. So I'm going to kind of just fade this down towards that. And I am choosing a little bit of a brighter green here, just because I feel like green onions are a little more bright in their green color, but you can use whatever color that you have. Now I'm just coming back to the onion top here. I just want to do a little bit more shading up to the top. So just whatever's on this brush that I was using, the black, or you could come in with your hickory smoke, or I think there's a lighter gray as well. Just going to get a little bit of shading up around this top area to kind of make it look like it is round. And I'm leaving the very top of this white. I just want to get a little bit more shading in there, and then maybe I'll get just a little bit around the sides too, just to kind of make it look like it's a little bit more round. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to glue these little pieces together, and then I'll kind of decide how I want the card to go. But I've just got this like rubbery mat out. Usually I just glue on top of my glass desk because it's just really easy to clean off. If you have some glue is easy to clean with water, some you can clean with 99% alcohol, like an alcohol wipe or something like that. Or you can take a glass scraper and just scrape it off if it's really not coming up. But I got this, so I want to try this. This is like a silicone mat, so it's supposed to be really good. You could do like ink blending and stuff on this too. I'm going to try it for gluing and see if we get some glue on this, if it will clean off easily. So I'll let you know. But I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on these and get them behind the carrot. Oops. And I'm going to kind of just overlap them slightly. I think it had maybe 3 stalks at the top in the demo that it showed, like on the card thing here. I think they were using maybe 3, but I feel like 2's good enough. You could do a 3rd if you wanted, but that's good for our little carrot there. I love the added bit of dirt on there. I think that's going to look really cute in the card. Okay, we'll get some glue on this, and I might just speed this process up because I'm sure we've all seen gluing stuff down before. Okay, so I've just got a A2 size card base here, 5.5 by 4.25. And then I've got this light blue cardstock from Recollections that I'm going to put on, and that's going to be sort of our sky. And then we're going to have this come down, and this is the craft colored cardstock from Recollections. And then I'm going to have these little guys coming here, coming out of here, and I've just got to figure out how far down I want the ground to be and how far I want the upper space to be. So I've just got it offset here so I can kind of see how far down, because I kind of want the tips of them to be kind of poking up a little bit, and then we'll have our sign kind of coming in here, but I think I'll have it underneath, kind of coming out like that. So I think if I cut it off around here, that's probably pretty good. So I'm just going to grab a pencil and just give a little mark on either side where about I want to cut this off. And what I'm going to do is cut this. Actually, maybe I'll cut it just a little bit lower than that, because I'm going to come in with this die cut here and just trim the very top edge. So I'll probably just cut it a little bit lower than here. So this would be about So if this is 5.5, this is going to be, let me find out for you. I'm going to cut it at about the 2-inch mark. So we're going to have about 2 inches of that on the bottom, minus just a slither to kind of get this cropped edge. If you don't have that, you could just take your scissors, or you could just tear the edge across and you'd get like a cool edge look. Okay, so I just cut this at the 2-inch mark, and then I just took a slither off the top. But I want to go ahead and do some ink blending on this real quick. Just going to put the cap on my glue before that sets up. And I'm just taking the gathered twigs. It was the same brown that I used on the other ones. I think this is going to be good. I could probably even go a little darker than this. So I'm going to do some ink blending. With this, and then I'm going to pull in a darker brown as well. Okay, and I'm just pouncing this around just intentionally to try to get some texture on here. I don't know how much will show up because these do really dry down nicely, but I just want a little bit of texture in there, and I'm going to grab a darker brown. Okay, so I think I'm going to grab Ground Espresso because this is quite a nice dark as well. And again, I'm just going to pounce this around, and I'm moving my brush so I'm not getting the same kind of texture. But I'm going to stay away from the middle area because I want to get a little bit of a highlight in there, but I'm just going to pounce this around and just try to get as much texture in here as I can. Okay, so I'm just going to show you up close. It's just giving some texture into it. I could have used a smaller brush if I wanted some smaller marks, but I just want some kind of like dirty texture in there. So we'll see how that dries. Now I also want to go in and do a little bit of this dark on this as well, because I feel like the other brown just isn't showing up as well. So again, I'm just going to pounce this along the edges down here where like some dirt would have accumulated. So I was going to go ahead and glimmer one of these little sayings onto here, but I really like the dirt look that we've got going on here. So what I did was just took the one that says rooting for you. I ran this through my die cut machine. I just put this small little plate right over top here, and it just imprinted the words on there. And then I used the bigger one that I cut out, this big one, to just cut this top part, and I'm just going to back this on there. So that it looks a little bit dark. So I'm going to glue this on right now. And then we're going to put our card together. Basically, this is going to be a pretty quick card, I think. I'm not sure if there'll be anything else that I want to add. I also just added this this blue, light blue panel from Recollections to a card base here for a 1/4 by 5.5. So I am just going to pick this up with the glue, line this up. I really like this like dirty looking theme that we've got going on. This is really cute. Okay, so there's our little stake or whatever. I'm not sure what this is called, but that's something you would find in your garden for the flowers. So we've got our little panel here. We've got this, and then I kind of just want to see about where everything's going to go. I think something like that. Maybe I'll put this guy over here. I can pull this up a little bit. And then we'll have our beat on this side. I think something like that. And then I'm not sure if I want to add another sentiment because we do have a little bit of room up here, but I kind of like that rooting for you. I think that could be our sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff glued down. And actually, I'm just going to take my pencil and just mark where I want this to go, because that's going to go underneath of the dirt. And you could tuck all your vegetables in under the dirt as well, but I think it kind of looks cute with them sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to get that there. I'm going to bring it up maybe just a smidgen. Yeah, it's still going to be under the dirt. Just so that this really stands out above the vegetables. Okay, and I'm going to glue down our little piece of dirt here. I'm just going to get this lined up at the bottom. Perfect. There, and then I think I'm going to have the carrot in the middle. We'll have our little beet guy over here, and then this. I don't know if I want, you know what, maybe I'll do, since I put this a little bit higher, I might do the beet on this side and then our onion or radish, whatever that is. I think that's a radish maybe, and then this onion on this side. I think that's going to look better. So let's get our carrot glued down. There we go. And I don't necessarily want all of the little things here glued down. Like I want them to kind of, the edges to come up a little bit. So that's why I sort of just concentrated the glue in the middle. And then we'll get our little onion glued down. And I want just the onion part sticking up, I think. There we go. And then I always just dab with like a Kleenex or a paper towel or something just to get any excess glue off there. Simon Says stamp glue does dry matte and pretty clear, so I do like that. And then we'll get this glued down. I've got a big blob of glue at the bottom there. Actually, I'm going to see if I can lift some of these leaves here. To get this tucked under. There we go. I think I like the carrot leaves on top of that a little bit better. So there we go. That's our quick and easy card with this stamp set. I absolutely love the little bit of ink blending that we did. I've really been enjoying doing a little bit of ink blending with my cards. It really does make a difference, but it's definitely not necessary, so don't feel like you absolutely need to. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you did. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!